Howdy y'all and welcome to Lac Lives. I'm Lacander, and this is Lac Plays Minecraft. Alright, so I've been doing some work around town here. I started off with a little bit of work on the... Oh man, it's still really dark right here. I was trying to get rid of some darkness, and apparently I got a couple of more bad patches here. Put some lights in, trying to brighten it up. And I might wind up with just some, I don't know. I don't know what I need to make this not so dark. I definitely some dark patches right here in the opposite corner. This is pretty dark here too. You'd think that this light would be bigger, but I don't know. It's just so hard to light stuff up in this game. Lights need to be brighter. And maybe not brighter, but they need to extend farther. I hate how many lights you gotta put into... I mean, like, look at that. I got 9 lights up there, and they barely light up down here. Which is just crazy. You'd think that those 9 right in the middle would be at least enough to light all this up. So I have been working on mostly the shops, as you know, the last few episodes. But I went ahead and got some street lamps in today, and did a little work with bushes across the front. Used some birch leaves to do more vines up the sides. I decided to put in some spruce leaf bushes here in front of the grocery. And I used oak leaves in front of the bakery. And then around the side here, I did some more birch leaves. Oh, I was like, what in the world is on fire? But that's the oven inside the bakery. And I also did a little... Ouch! A little server lag there. I also did a little bit of work here on the roads. You can see I've put in a few, like, cracked places using the cobble. I really like the way that looks, as if the street is breaking down. And as we move back here behind these shops, you know, this area of town, it's not going to be as nice as the area on this side of town. So it makes it easy to make it look like it's running down. My clothing store here, my tailor shop, needs a little more work. I haven't spent the time to get leather. It just takes so much effort to get leather. And then I wind up using it for item frames or something. I had 60 leather. I think I'm down to like 27 because I made a whole bunch of item frames. Shut up, zombie. And, but I just wanted to show you real quick up here. I did change things around a little bit. I didn't like the spinning wheel I had, so I made a different kind of spinning wheel. Now, I do not spin wool into thread. I may have tried it once. I've seen it done, but I don't know what any of that stuff is called. And I know there's a machine that looks something like this, which I think is just a different kind of spinning wheel. Like, maybe not. Maybe I'm confused as to what I'm remembering, but I definitely didn't like the other one, so this is my new version of my spinning wheel. I tried to put some thread on there to connect the two together, but I couldn't get it to work right. The thread just wanted to be off in its own block and not as close to the wood as I wanted it to be, so I gave up on that. I also did some more work in the grocery. I put some carpet on the counter here, just to give us a little differentiation in color. And I got in the fish, including the hi, I'm the sun trying to give you a hug pufferfish. I really do think that dude looks funny. Look at him. That's the pufferfish. Oh, it looks like he's screaming. I don't know. And I didn't change anything down here. Oh, I put in the little gate to keep people out. Upstairs, I got the furniture in. I don't think I had the table and chairs here in. I used the acacia wood just for something different. I really don't think I care for the color of acacia wood yet. It might grow on me, I don't know. I decided to put a little flower in the middle of the table there. Put up some paintings. I guess I haven't got to it yet, but I want to try and put, like, I don't know, something up here planty. I was thinking maybe I just don't know. I'll have to figure something out. But I put some fake cupboards in. You can see I used the trapdoors on top or with slabs. Put in a cauldron for a sink. Put in the furnace here. Put in a couple of bedrooms. They're just like the bedrooms across the way. I took down the lamps. I tried something different. I did the ceilings different here in the bedrooms. Put the lamp right in the middle. I kind of like that way that looks. I'm thinking I might have to use that as part of a pattern. Because this room is what, a 3x3? And so if I have something that can fit in a 3x3 pattern, um, I might do my lamps like that all the way across the ceiling because I really like the way that looks. But we'll have to, well, maybe try that out in one of the other buildings. Because I have been working on getting the shops going over in the next section, just haven't got there yet. And then in here, oh, I want to show you this outside first. I have a window display for my bakery. You can see I've got the pumpkin pie, chocolate chip cookies, the bread. Inside we got a cake on the counter. I use the brown wool just to, once again, differentiate the colors a little bit. I put down some white wool over here to be, the flour mess where they're working on the bread. We've got the sacks of wheat. I use the yellow carpet on top here, try to pretend it's wheat. Put some actual wheat down on the floor here just to make it look like it had been spilled a little bit. Although it's not really wheat. I guess it would be flour that I spilled on the floor. So this yellow doesn't make any sense unless the bakery grinds its own flour. Then I need some kind of grinding thing in here, and I don't have that yet. So I don't know. I'll have to maybe add some more stuff to it. I also put in some chandeliers or some hanging lights, whatever you want to call them, and some support beams across the top. What did I put in that caught on fire? Oh, I think my fence caught on fire when I first put it in here. It doesn't seem to have caught on fire since I put the redstone lamp on there, but there was flame on the end of my fence, which just made me laugh. But I really like the way the window display turned out. That looks a lot better than I expected it to, so I'm always happy when that happens. Although this could definitely use some more lights in here, apparently. It's hard to do because you can't tell where the really dark spots are in the daytime very well, and the monsters come out at night, so I don't appreciate that at all. But yeah, that's what I've got done on the stores so far. They're just about done. Just a few little tweaks. The leather I need for the tailor shop is just ridiculous. And I haven't done anything back here yet. I haven't figured out what I want to do. So I figure we probably won't even work on this back here until I work on this area back here. This big open grassy area. So I'm pretty sure the blacksmithy is going to be right in here. And have a couple more warehouses out this way. But haven't gotten to that point yet. I need a lot of leather for in here, so all I've gotten so far is one shirt, one pants, one boots. And because just the shirt, pants, and boots is what 19 leather you need for one outfit. And I don't know how many outfits I want to hang up. Plus, I just want to hang up some shirts and pants. Oops, this is the wrong place. Maybe figure out some kind of shoe rack. Put some different colored shoes up on the wall, something. I don't know. Although, honestly, if it's a tailor shop, I don't think they should have shoes, come to think of it. Because a cobbler would make shoes, not a tailor. But that's alright. This is the design I'm going with for my first shop over here. I went ahead and finished the road for the square and laid out some shop sizes. I left a little space in between them in case I wanted to, depending on how I want to decorate these. I tried a couple of different things. I tried a bunch of nether brick and then some wood on top. I didn't like the way that looked. I took out the nether brick or replaced it with cobble. I really didn't like the way that looked. And so this is what I've ended up with for this first shop. It's nether brick on the bottom. This is magenta clay. I gotta remember how to make magenta. I don't remember how to do it. So it might be purple dye with some bone meal. I think maybe one of the flowers makes it too. I'll have to look that up. And but this is kind of I don't even know what kind of shop it is. So I was thinking like we need an armor smith or not armor smith, but an armor shop, a weapon shop, something along those lines. Maybe a jewelry store if I can come up with a couple of things. Like the compass and the watch would be good, but I'm sure we need more than just those two things. I'd like to put in a like a dry goods store yet too, like an adventure shop with like saddles and tools and stuff like that. And I don't know, I don't have a butcher, but that's kind of a low level shop, so that might go back with the blacksmithy. Uh, I don't know. And then this one here, this is going to be a restaurant, and that's why it's a little bigger than the others. And I left space out here for it. So those are that's what I've got planned right now. Thank you, Mr. Enderman, I'm sure. But yeah, I've this is what I've been doing today. Well, part of today. I actually went and watched the new Thor movie, Thor Dark World, or The Dark World, or something like that. I forget exactly what it's called. It was pretty awesome. I'm gonna get some more supplies to work on that. Shop. I want to call it factory, and factory is not the word I want to look for. Oh, and I decided when we get done with the shops and stuff that's going to be done down here. Oh, I got this whole area back here to work on yet too. But man, I've got 80, 90, maybe 90 even TNT to detonate. So I was thinking that instead of digging out the tier back here, I would just detonate the whole thing. We're gonna have to try that out. Get some redstone, some repeaters up there. Just line the whole thing with TNT and then detonate it and watch it all go at once. That should be pretty awesome. Alright, I gotta figure out how to make magenta. But yeah, I went and watched Thor. It was awesome. I'm gonna say it's my second favorite movie. Now Lilac in the Avengers. Oh, see, sweet. Lilac just makes magenta die straight off the back. Back? No, bat. Straight off the bat. So I might have to go hunt down some lilacs. What about these pennies? Pennies make pink? Yeah. Peony. We always pronounce them pennies here, so peony. Dandelion, blue orchid, poppy. Yeah, I don't have any more. Did I grab some? That'll do 8. I've only got 10. We might have to take a trip out to some flowered forest to get some lilac. I think that's where it's at. Ooh, you know what? Right now I'm going to take a trip out to my bed so that I don't get killed by monsters. But yeah, so the Thor movie, I don't want to really give anything away, but it was really good. It was the bad guy's Malkath, something like that. He's a dark elf who existed before the universe had light in it, and his people fought a war against Odin's father. to bring darkness back to the universe. And they need the convergence, which only happens once every 5,000 years to do it. And it's been 5,000 years since the last one. So, it was pretty good. It had all the people from the original Thor movie in there. So you got, Odin and Brigitte, or whatever her name is, Odin's wife. You got Loki was in there, Heimdall, the professor guy, I can't think what his name is. He was pretty funny. Darcy was back. She was really funny. Natalie Portman back as Jane Foster. I wonder what's on that. Protection 3. You know what? I'm kind of low on supplies here for dyeing, so I think I will take a trip out to a flowered forest while I talk here. So let's see if we can't find one while I go wandering. It's been a while since we just had a wander around in the forest episode, I think. And, but yeah, it was, they had to take, Jane Foster. Well, I guess I don't want to tell you. Don't listen to me. I don't want to tell you what happened in the movie. It was just awesome. It was about the Dark Elves. Thor, of course, had to fight to save the day. Otherwise, Thor wouldn't be in the movie. They had all those little companions were in there. They were pretty awesome. And these are the peonies, right? Peonies, yeah. I'm not sure I actually need so much pink, but you never know. Some rose bushes. Pretty big dramatic moments in the movie. I thought it was pretty spectacular. I think a scene about halfway through was just awesome with their rituals. I was really impressed at how it all looked. So, and then at the end they had a little clip. They do the thing in the trailers. There's some lilacs. There's a whole bunch of poppies? Are you poppies? Yes. They had a little clip at the end where they talked about the Infinity Gauntlet, basically, again. This will be the second time they've mentioned it. I think if they haven't mentioned the Infinity Gauntlet, they hinted at it anyways. I've never read the Infinity Gauntlet saga in the comics, so I don't know exactly what goes down. But seems to me Thanos uses it to try and kill everybody in the universe off so that Death will come back to him. Death's the actual creature in Marvel. And, but they, yeah, they talk about it in the little snippet at the end. Benicio del Toro is in it, in the little snippet at the end, and he was just awesome. But I'd expect him to be, so. At least I think that was Benicio del Toro. Hello, piggies. I'm looking for flowers. So far I found red, pink, and magenta. Well, and some yellows, but yellows are everywhere. Saw the trailer for Captain America Winter Soldier, which looks awesome. I had this awesome scene at the end of the trailer where Captain America throws his shield at Winter Soldier, and Winter Soldier turns and just grabs it. I thought that was pretty spectacular. Ooh, hung up here. And the chicken was loud. That was a weird glitch there. Did you see that? The top parts of those trees weren't loaded in. Come on, game, load in. How am I supposed to? But yeah, so they got this awesome scene where Captain America's chasing Winter Soldier across the rooftops, and he throws his shield at him, and Winter Soldier just turns and catches it midair. Captain Soldier is not Captain Soldier. Captain America is not really my favorite Avenger-ish. I'm not really a Avengers reader, anyways. So most of my knowledge of the Avengers comes from the Avengers movies. I read a lot of DC comics. I don't read a lot of Marvel comics, but Captain America is one of those heroes that I liked him in the movies. He was really good in the movies, but in the comics, he's really, really arrogant, in my opinion. I don't need really any of this white stuff. Oxide daisies, they do look cool though. Maybe I should grab some for decorations. I got too much junk on me. I'm not a fan of the superhero that's like, I know better than everybody else because I'm the good guy. And, which I know Batman, who is my favorite, is sort of like that, but not to the same extent as some of the others. So I can take some of it, but Captain America in the comics, him and Cyclops is another one. Him and Cyclops are just like horrendous about that stuff. Cyclops thinks he knows better than anybody. In fact, they had a... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I am having some lag. Is it going to kick me off? Yes, it did. Okay, that was weird. You gonna let me back in? Uh-oh. Well, apparently my server's down. Well, I don't know then. I guess we'll just wander around a pointless world while I talk about this for a couple of minutes here before we finish. So this is kind of spectacular. Ooh, look at that waterfall. Ooh, look at that floating island. So anyways, they had this recent story where like Cyclops' daughter is the perfect host, or the... Oh, look at that cool cave up there, too. The chosen upcoming host of the Dark Phoenix, which is this huge elemental creature force in the universe. This is really awesome. Oh, look at that. Look right down over the plain. Got a nice... This is a nice world. So I don't exactly know why, but Captain America decides that she needs to be taken care of before the Phoenix can get to her. And he doesn't trust the X-Men to be able to do it. So, on top of that, Cyclops finds out that his daughter can awaken mutant powers in people. Which is a big deal because previous storylines have removed the ability for new mutants to be born. And so there are no more new mutants, and all the old mutants, except for like 300 of them, were removed from existence or lost their powers or something. And I know what caused it. I just don't know exactly what happened. Scarlet Witch thought her children had died and went crazy and wiped out all of as much of mutant kind as she could. because she is that powerful. And um, so so it's a big deal that Cyclops' daughter, and I don't remember what her name is, Hope. I think maybe they called her Hope. Um, is able to awaken mutant powers in people because it means it's new mutants, and they're hoping she's the cure for it. Well, Cyclops decides that nobody needs to know, except for him and the people that already know, because he wants to control it. And then Captain America shows up because he knows that the Dark Phoenix force is coming for her, and he wants to kill her, maybe, so the Dark Phoenix can't take her over because it would be a threat to the Earth. And so him and Cyclops throw down over it and actually start a little war between the X-Men and the Avengers. And really most of what I've read of Captain America in the comics, and most of Cyclops in the comics that I've read, they're always like that. They're just so arrogant about what's going on. So I really like Captain America in the movies because he's so much unsure of himself. And I don't mean like he's not confident in his abilities, but you know, he questions whether or not what he's doing is the right thing and how to do the right thing, and he has to struggle to be the hero. And I really like that in my superheroes. I don't like the superheroes who are like, I'm the superhero and I can do no wrong and I can't even be hurt. Superman's another one who's got a lot of arrogance about himself, which I'm sure some of you think Superman is the greatest thing ever. I'm on the Batman side of things, if you have to pick sides. I like Superman. I just don't like him in the comics. I like him in the movies. Well, except for that one movie. What was it called? The Return of Superman or whatever. That movie was terrible. But Man of Steel, which comes out this week, that one was awesome. Wonder if my world's back yet. Weird. My internet's fine, so it must be my host. That's a shame. But yeah, Man of Steel, I thought that movie was awesome, and I'm really looking forward to watching it again this week, since it comes out on Blu-ray this week. I have pre-ordered it, and it will be here on Tuesday. Which, since this video goes up for Monday, will be tomorrow. Although for me, it's still 2 days away. Man, I was watching I don't even remember, one of the another YouTuber playing Minecraft, and they were talking about getting their achievements done and how they had completed all of the achievements almost and only had a couple to go. And there's an achievement called Adventurer or something like that. Adventure Time, maybe? It's probably Adventure Time. Or Time to Adventure or something along those lines. But you have to find every biome in the game, which, you know, wouldn't be too bad in the old version, but there's like 70 biomes now. That's some serious work. That's just crazy. Yeah. Anyways, what was I talking about? I was talking about comic books. I was talking about superheroes. I don't like superheroes on the other end of the spectrum either. The ones that never become a superhero. I like Spawn, but he has some real issues. Well, okay, let me clarify. I have not read recent Spawn comics, like within the last couple of years. I own them, and I get them every month, but I haven't read any of them because I don't know why. I let my comics get out of order. I don't know where I left off in the series, so I basically need to start reading over from the beginning. And I haven't ordered my comics in a while. I mean, ordered as in place them in order on the shelves where I put them. But the original Spawn is the opposite of the spectrum, where he just constantly doubts himself. You know, this is actually one of my favorite things to do in the game, is wander around and look at new terrain. But he like almost never becomes a hero, and just sits around feeling sorry for himself. And he has heroic moments, and he was getting better toward the end, where I stopped reading. And I didn't stop reading because I lost enjoyment in the comic. It was just that you know, you miss a couple of months, and well, that's cool. There's what I call a track mine out in the open down there. But he was always just sitting around moping over the fact that he had superpowers. Although, be it, you know, he did get tricked into having them, and some pretty horrific things happened to him along the way. But, you know, he could have sucked it up a little bit, I think, and this is a pretty awesome world, I gotta say. I don't think I've ever... Oh, that's not true. I was gonna say, I don't think I've ever seen a ravine cross a track mine before, but I seem to remember an early version of one of my server worlds where we crisscross back and forth. Alright, well, I think I'm going to call it here. It's time to call it anyways, but I really wish we could have finished playing in the other worlds, gathering up some different flowers, but apparently my server hates me, so I guess we'll have to come back a different day. So click like if you like, subscribe to be sure and catch the next one. Go check out Thor if you get a chance, because it was awesome. Man of Steel's on Tuesday, and I thought that was awesome as well. PlayStation 4 comes out on Friday, so that's going to be awesome too. I actually have 4 games pre-ordered for it. I bought one, and Watch Dogs, and it got delayed till next spring, so I don't know if that pre-order counts. And then to take its place, I pre-ordered Assassin's Creed so that I'd have a release day game. Because why own a PlayStation if you're not going to have a game to play on it? And then I got an email today from Amazon saying, hey, you bought a game and a PlayStation, so we're going to give you a buy one, get one free coupon that's good through the 16th of November. Just picking a couple of PlayStation 4 games off the list. So I bought Knack and the PlayStation 4 version of Injustice Gods Among Us. And I'll have to let you know what I think of those games on the PlayStation 4 when it comes out. So, haha, you got killed by the creeper. Alright, I will talk to you later.